And good evening, one and all, and welcome back to the Blue Rose Respite for my Friday night spice stream. Thank you all so much for joining me tonight. I hope you've all had an amazing week. My week's been pretty good so far. The only thing is, I am quite tired this evening, so I might be running a slightly shorter stream, maybe closer to 2 hours than 2.5, but we're just going to see how we go. Thank you all so very much for joining me tonight. And a huge thank you to the Wolf Warrior for your 23-month resub. You've been a subscriber on my Twitch channel for almost 2 full years now. Thank you so much for your incredible support. I really appreciate it. But how's everyone going? Good to see you guys. Oh, Hayden, that's fantastic. So glad you're starting out the weekend with some good news. Oh, and thank you for the stretch check. Thank you, thank you. Oh, Salva Holder, I know the feeling. Enjoy your last day of your holiday vacation before you have to go back to the daily grind. Alright, so we need quite a bit of more power before we do the next major step of the main quest. So why don't we just go for an exploration around some other areas of this particular region of Thedas.
Apothecary Adon wanted to know when you might be able to provide the materials he needs.
I asked Adon not to rush us.
Just dropping off stuff for research. Oh, anything interesting in here? Ooh, secret books. The Maker. There was no word for heaven or for earth, for sea or sky. All that existed was silence. Then the voice of the Maker rang out, the first word, and his word became all that might be. Dream and idea, hope and fear, endless possibilities. And from it made his firstborn, and he said to them, In my image I forge you, to you I give dominion over all that exists. By your will may all things be done. Then in the center of heaven he called forth a city with towers of gold, streets with music for cobblestones, and banners which flew without wind. There he dwelled waiting to see the wonders his children would create. Oh, he shall be disappointed. The children of the Maker gathered before his golden throne and sang hymns of praise unending. But their songs were the songs of the cobblestones. They shone with golden light reflected from the Maker's throne. They held forth their banners that flew on their own. And the voice of the Maker shook the fades, saying, In my image I have wrought my firstborn. You have been given dominion. Over all that exists by your will all things are done. Yet you are nothing. Yet you do nothing. The realm I have given you is formless, ever-changing. And you knew he had wrought amiss. So the Maker turned from his firstborn and took from the fade a measure of its living flesh and placed it apart from the spirits and spoke to it, saying, Here I decree opposition in all things, for earth, sky, for winter, summer, for darkness, light. By my will alone is balance sundered and the world given new life. And no longer was it formless, ever-changing, but held fast, immutable, with words for heaven and for earth, sea and sky. At last did the Maker from the living world make men, immutable as the substance of the earth, with souls made of dream and idea, hope and fear, endless possibilities. Then the Maker said, To you, my second-born, I grant this gift. In your heart shall burn an unquenchable flame, all-consuming and never satisfied. From the fade I crafted you, and to the fade you shall return, each night in dreams, that you may always remember me. And then the Maker sealed the gates of the golden city, and there he dwelled, waiting to see the wonders his children would create. He's been waiting for quite some time then. Okay, let us summon the War Council, see if we can explore some more areas. Build up our Inquisition strength a little bit more. And increase my levels a bit. Okay. Oh, but some people are back from their missions. Answer a request from Hasmal. Commander Cullen, your men arrived this morning. It's good to see the Inquisition still trusts Templars to perform their duties. Once we ensure that Hasmal's circle is stable and that no dangerous items fall into the hands of unsuspecting scavengers, we will join you ourselves. From Knight Commander Bryson. Cool. Heart in Hightown 3, Varric's Revenge. My dear Liliana, your autumn friend is truly a mystery. Our search uncovered only a string of foreign accounts. The trail of coin led from Antiva to Devinter to the free marches in Orlais. Someone hid their tracks well, but not well enough. Your writer is in Kirkwall, and remember, you owe me a favour. Cool. Hey, Rice and Beans! How's it going? Welcome to the Blue Rose Respite. It's your first time with us, so take a seat and enjoy yourself. Feel free to stay as long as you like. Okay. The Secrets of Andraste. Interestingly, the runes are Alamari in origin, belonging to the tribes that inhabited Ferelden almost 1,000 years ago. What is of greater interest, however, is that none of the runes translate intelligibly, meaning it is all in code. According to the translators, a reference to the Guardian also indicates an island off the northern coast. Most curious. I will continue translation efforts in the hope we can narrow this down further. Cool. Any other missions? Ooh. The Terran of Highever. To whom it concerns, the Terran of Highever wishes to convey our deepest sympathies on the death of Divine Justinia V. The Most Holy was incomparable in her wisdom and dedication to peace, and we had high hopes that her conclave would succeed. We will hold a vigil in Highever in remembrance of Justinia and cordially invite the Inquisition to attend. Sincerely, Terran Fergus Cowsland. Okay, Josephine, we should send a diplomatic attaché. Just write a letter. I like Cullen's idea. We have a number of Ferelden officers we can send an honor guard to Highever. Yep, that sounds good. Just putting forth our efforts as the Inquisition while I stay behind and do important things.
To work?
Like going drinking with Dorian. Oh, Night Kaiju, good to see everyone tonight. I asked Swan a bit ago, would you be okay with people letting people write things to read for live narrations? That is a very good question. I would have to consider it. The thing is, I usually prefer for my live narrations to have a pre-selected number of works, or stuff that's already made public, and then I pick from those. But I will consider it. I'll consider it. But let's do this one as well, because we need to unlock this area. So, rescue soldiers missing in Ferelden. Inquisition soldiers have gone missing in the marshy reaches of southern Ferelden. Because the region is largely uncharted, finding them will be difficult. But the Inquisition's advisors are determined to find out what happened, and if possible, bring their people back alive. Yes, Hayden, more Smokehead. I ordered another bottle off of Amazon, and managed to crack it open tonight. Hey, Galactic Emperor Batman! How's it going? I have contacted the local branch. You can send out search parties for the missing soldiers right away. Send white people. A few scouts will move more quickly than a larger group could. Other soldiers are volunteering to search for their lost comrades. They won't rest until they've found them. Why don't we send the forces into the marshes? Because, yeah, it will have that determination to keep going. Keep exploring. The missing soldiers have been found in a bog called the Fallow Mire. They are being held hostage by Avar, who demand to meet the Herald of Andraste if the Inquisition wants to see its people alive again. Let us venture forth. Who should we take to the marshes? I could imagine like there's like a dining hall where like most of the Inquisition hangs out, or like the party members, and so we just come out with like a little bit of paper and we read off the mission, and immediately upon the idea of going into the marshes, like Vivian and Dorian just like pick up their goblets and leave the room. All right, let's take Varric and Iron Bull, and for a mage, like I love Vivian and Dorian, but no, they do not like the marshes. Oh. You know what? It would actually be kind of funny to see Vivian. Why don't we take her? Because I don't think I've taken her with an expedition yet, so let's take her. Like, she's been a bit, like, salty since we freed the mages, so this is maybe, like, a little bit of a dose of humble pie for her. Just like, oh, so you think that it's a good thing that we freed them? Oh, this is what being an apostate is like.
Maybe you can solve this mess. Our missing patrols are being held hostage by Avar, barbarians from the mountains.
What are they doing in a bog?
That's the thing. Their leader, he wants them to fight you, because you're the Herald of Andraste.
What do they have against Andraste?
Well, the Avar think there are gods in nature, as in the sky has a god and the forest. The Avar say you're claiming to be sent by one, and they'll challenge the will of your god with their own. I think their leader's just a boastful little prick who wants to brag he killed you.
Should I autograph something for him before he tries to behead me?
They think readings for the weak. You know, scholars, lowlanders, or legion peasants. Getting to our troops won't be easy. You'll have to fight your way through undead. Wait, you're not squeamish about undead, are you?
They're not on the list of my favorite monsters.
You'll want to stay out of the water, then. The Avar are holed up in the castle on the other side of the Fallow Mire. Make her willing, the Inquisition's people are still alive.
Well, that's good then. Okay. Alrighty, let's say that one is our active one, and then we can do other stuff along the way. But some people need to be leveled up. Vivian? Oh, she's probably so pissed at me. Just, why did you bring me here, darling?
Word for you.
What is it?
You may want to look into this.
Okay, yeah, we can find some of that stuff. But there seems to be something around here. Ooh, another bottle of Thedas. Likely dropped to Garbog's Backcountry Reserve. Likely dropped to avoid seizure by authorities or because of seizures due to drinking it. Garbog only brewed from 874 to 892 blessed. Killed when the vapors in his beard spontaneously combusted. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh fuck, that's long. Because usually I'm all good for like reading lore, but that'll take a hot second. Let's see if I can go through this fairly quickly. I'll talk about my new personal trainer in a second after I read this. Before Andrastitism, Forgotten Faiths. The teachings of the Andrastian chantry have been a part of the Theodosian lives for over 800 years. The chantry guides us and teaches us. We are made humble in the knowledge that that we have sinned, and we are inspired to give hope through Andraste's story and her song. But Andraste died almost 200 years before her emperor Cordelius Dracon established the chantry and spread the chant of light. In those terrible years, Theodosians were lost, crying for salvation. They took to anyone and anything they hoped could give them answers they so desperately sought. Some returned to well-known faiths, like the Divinta Imperium's cult of the Old Gods, which we hold accountable for the curse of the Blight and the Darkspawn, but others found their own paths, following false prophets and making false gods out of men. Many of these religions have disappeared, dying out with their adherents, like the Daughters of Song or the Empty Ones. Others, like the Blades of Hessarian, may still lurk in the hidden corners of our world. This book aims to remember them so that we may find compassion for those who lived in those dark times, and also for they who are now lost and turn to shadow trying to find light. From Before Andrastitism, The Forgotten Faiths by Sister Rondwyn of Tantervale, sorry. Oh, thank you for the hydrate check. Oh yes. The thing about the Fallow Mire is you stay out of the water as best you can. Barrett, get down from that door. Because yes, the marshes are full of undead. Okay, Helen, I won't be in tonight. Rupert said he had a surprise for me. He teased me by saying Lady Peasley, which he always does when he's trying to impress me by pretending he's not impressing me. Don't tell Mum where I am. I made fresh porridge in the red pot for both of you. I'll care for her tomorrow, I promise. From Lucia. That does not bode well. Oh, Talon, everyone has been behaving themselves wonderfully so far, which has been nice. And I hope that everyone is doing well this evening. But yes, another reason why my stream might be a little bit shorter tonight is because I had my first week with my personal trainer, and it physically hurts whenever I try to sit down. And that was from my Wednesday workout. I had another session with him this morning, and I can already tell that my arms and my torso are going to be in so much pain this weekend. Like, it's an amazing feeling, like, feeling that proper workout again and having someone who holds you accountable and makes sure that you finishes each set of reps. But, oh god, yesterday especially, it was the first time in a long time that I've had, like, a serious, like, the full body burn after a workout. And it feels amazing, but at the same time... Diary of Peter Marsh. The gardeners are too sick to save, everyone says. Grandfather and my brothers barricaded them in their own house so they wouldn't make anyone else sick. Yelled at me for watching instead of helping. Said it was for our own good. There's no more lights in the gardener's home. I suspect they've fallen into a case of the undead. Rivain. Nowhere in my travels, not in the heart of the Imperium, nor the streets of Orzammar, have I felt so much as an outsider as in Rivain. The chant of light never truly reached the ears of these people. The years they spent under the thumb of the Canary left most of the country zealous followers of the Khun. But resistance to the chant goes deeper than the Canary War. The Rivaini refused to be parted from their seers, wise women who are in fact hedge mages, communicating with spirits and actually allowing themselves to become possessed. The chantry prohibited against such magical practices... the chantry prohibition against such magical practices violates millennia of local tradition. Oh, you poor, poor soul. Oh, thanks so much, Casa House. Like, I really want to try to push myself this year to the best of my abilities, and having someone that I've paid, oh, god damn it, go away. Oh, you're strong. Yes, I really wanted to invest in a personal trainer this year, just so I have someone who can help me push myself even further, who knows exactly what they're doing, that I,
It can't be all of them. There must be more further in.
Oh, absolutely. The fun thing about undead is there's no end to them. But yeah, and he's a fantastic personal trainer as well. He's really nice and friendly, but makes sure that I finish all my reps. Oh yeah, absolutely. All I want to do is lie down and just like have my little glass of whiskey, maybe with like a special curly straw that just goes straight into my mouth. The Light of Andraste. Here there is a wind-weathered inscription on the statue. Commissioned in 655 storm by the illustrious Barn Hargrave, protector of the Fallow Mire, to commemorate the completion of her keep, and to thank Blessed Andraste for her good fortune. Clearly it did not last. Whiskey with a curly straw Animal Crossing and comfy bed. Yes. Oh my god, yes. Honestly, that sounds a lot like how I spend most of my Sunday mornings before I go to the gym. Is just I wake up, I get some breakfast, I make my coffee, and then I just grab my Switch and I play Animal Crossing while lying in bed for just a little bit longer. So much elf fruit in the Fallow Marshes. Now, this area might be a little bit too high level for us, but we will see how we go. Just remember, guys, we stay out of the water as best we can. Okay, we want to try and grab that without going into the water. Okay, good, good, good. Oh, and the mushrooms everywhere I love. Where's the front door to this place? Oh, it's barricaded up. Yep, figured as much. That's fine. Hey, Sawell! How's it going? Welcome back. Ooh. Hello.
Is that a beacon of some sort?
That's not normal fire.
I believe it is called Veil Fire. I have heard of it, but never seen it.
Okay, we got undead coming in. Come on.
Lure those corpses out of the mud and fight on solid ground.
Keep an eye out for more then.
Good idea. We can absolutely do that. Ooh. There we go. Veilfire in the Fallow Mire. Yeah, that rhymes. The Veilfire messages in the Fallow Mire are largely gibberish and imply a kind of paranoia. Certain letters and numbers repeat. It is possible the writing is in code. These Veilfire runes are interspersed with numbers and mathematical notations. They evoke a clear sense of panic, as if the author was trying to figure out a difficult problem. Ah. Weird elfy magic. Oh yeah, I noticed it earlier today, just when I was looking at how many subscribers I had on YouTube, and I saw I was less than 100 away from hitting 25,000 subs on YouTube, and I was just staring at my phone like... I'm sorry, what? Because, believe it or not, I think I did my face reveal / birthday stream at the start of 2019 when I hit 10,000, and now here I am like almost 3 years later having doubled that and then some, which is an absolutely amazing feeling. Wait, was it 2020 or was it 2019? Yes, you're right, because I celebrated my 29th birthday And that was my 10k subscribers like special. So yeah, it was 2020. So not even that, it's been like just under 2 years, and I've doubled my subs in that time. Holy shit, you guys. Yeah, you're right, it's just before COVID happened. Shit. God, how time flies. God damn. Yeah, I am just on the cusp of hitting 25k, and it's amazing. And I'm still kind of in disbelief. Honestly, it feels like in the past 2 years or so, just under 2 years, a combination of both like lockdown keeping me inside and me just using this time to work my ass off on like voice acting stuff, not just on YouTube, but like building stuff for my career. Yeah, it's kind of been one of those cases where it's just like nose to the grindstone and keep working hard. But it's very rewarding to see it pay off, and so many people like my stuff. A past-date waitress's journal. This thick journal is half undecipherable. The parts that can be read are splattered with ink, as if the author had written them in a hurry. There were years of notes in that book. Years. Who could have taken it, or deciphered it? Did someone follow me from the circle? I bet it was Wernham or Claris. They were always jealous little busybodies. If they saw what I'd done, the demons I've harnessed, they'd be green with envy. Who's afraid of spirits now, you simpering ewes? And I must have my book back again. I will write down the cipher again before I forget. Again. These demons are clever. I can't have them demanding a price for decrypting my own notes. The concoctions I can make with the plants here, in safe amounts, will open my mind to the vistas past the fade. The demons hinted is beyond me because they wish to undermine me. It's so clear. It's so very clear. Oh, thank you so much, guys. I'm actually just gonna save quickly before we do the next fight, just in case it doesn't go well. But seriously, guys, thank you so much, because like I do pride myself on a really strong work ethic and getting shit done to the best of my abilities and holding myself to a schedule, taking time off when I need it so I don't completely work myself to death. But it really does mean a lot to me that you guys recognize the efforts that I go to make good content and tell stories that I think are pretty cool. Hang on, I'll just defeat this, these demons and this new swarm of undead. There we go. Oh, guys, thank you. Varden's Odyssey, you gave us all a place to feel good and welcomed. In bad times, people need that. I can only speak for myself, but thank you for the respite, Steph. Can't imagine these times without it. Oh. Guys, thank you so much. Two times a month or more you release an original ASMR tale. That is incredible, as you have to work a full-time job at the same time. Yeah, honestly, my full-time job, it's a really I count myself very lucky as someone who has a full-time job and it also has like a creative passion that they're putting a lot of time and energy into, because it's a good balance of keeping me busy and paying me pretty well, while also just allowing me to have enough energy at the end of the day so that I can come home and I can still get my other work done. But yeah, I just work my ass off. Subholder!
I cannot understand, Varric, how someone born into wealth and power would choose to live like a peasant.
Let's be fair. I live like a rich peasant.
You ignore your peers and spend your time among laborers and criminals in taverns.
I wish. These days, it's all outposts and marching.
You know perfectly well what I mean, darling.
Look, all those things you like about nobility, power, wealth, notoriety, those are the things I hate about it.
You have very peculiar tastes.
Just wait until you meet my friends.
But back to the what's important. Salvaholder, thank you so much for the 500 bits. I've spent 370 hours in Dragon Age Inquisition in total, but I'm sure you've read aloud and that more codex entries than I've ever bothered to even glance at just with this character. I bow at your dedication. Thank you so much, Salvaholder. Like, I love all the little bits of lore in this game. I like to read them out for you guys because people like hearing me narrate stuff, apparently. But thank you so much. I really appreciate the bits. Okay, let's add a bit more. Oops. Okay, I already upgraded that. Takasa House, thank you so much for the gifted community sub. Thank you so much for supporting my archive of lovely lost tales. You're amazing. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you. And guys, we have a hype train just around the corner. So if you want to renew your subscriptions, now's a perfect time to do so. And we can maybe get a hype train going tonight. Again, please don't feel pressured to do so. Only if you're able to, and only if you want to. All right. What? Night Kaiju, thank you so much for the 5 gifted community subs. The hype train has officially started. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You always go above and beyond to gift community subs to my archive of lovely lost tales, and I really appreciate it. Thank you. You're amazing, guys. Okay. And guys, our hype train is already at level 3. You guys are absolutely incredible tonight. And I feel like I should apologize because I should have clarified this when I set up the new layout, where at the top you can see the top donator and the top sub-gifter. Those change each month so that then there is one person who has like gifted the most all time. Some people prefer to do that. Just because I'm streaming regularly, I like to have a nice rotation so that newcomers don't feel pressured like, oh, this person has like donated this amount of money, like there's no way I can ever reach that. So yes, just a heads up, the lovely banner across the top does refresh itself each month. Staring at the set of unreadable runes conjures up strong feelings of bitterness and arrogance in equal measure. They fade slowly. Okay, because I have a feeling the Avar outpost is quite a ways away. So why don't we set that as our next goal, to establish another camp. But seriously, you guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. And yeah, in regards to, sorry, I can't remember who mentioned it, but in regards to like my ASMR tales, like I I like writing stories, and I like exploring different aspects of like what ASMR can do, and especially because it is like such a strangely personal and in many regards quite an intimate listening experience. So I really like exploring the different ways I can work with that, different stories I can tell. And I have a new one coming out tomorrow. And yes, I saw someone in chat mention this, but considering that we are in the Fallow Marches, sorry, the Fallow Mire, we do not recognize the bodies in the water. You do not recognize the bodies in the water. Smudged drawing. On this small note, the words "not deathroot" have been underlined 3 times. There's a small illustration of a plant that looks like spindleweed with this one underneath it. Oh, we have a Pick My Voice from Night Kaiju. I've been sick most of this week. Can the Countess come kiss it better? Oh, well, my dear, since you asked so nicely, I believe I can oblige with such a request.
A decent enough place to camp, I suppose.
Yes, I believe we should establish ourselves here. Lovely. I believe we can turn in this requisition as well, perhaps. Oh, perhaps not yet. But we have a stretch check. Oh, much appreciated. Across the house. Oh, felt that. And perfect time for a hydrate check as well. But it has been quite some time since I've been requested to return, chats. I trust you've all been behaving yourselves to the best of your abilities.
No sign of the Avar who want to challenge me, or the Inquisition soldiers.
And we come to the end of that particular hype train. Thank you so much to everyone who contributed to it. You're all absolutely amazing, and I greatly appreciate your generosity. Alright, what should we set as our next objective? Let's pursue this one.
The Avar haven't gotten bored with the hostages and that they understand how hostages work.
Oh, let's hope that they do. So, well, now there's an idea. Next time I get a hydrate check, I should ask who in chat is willing to step forward. For as the Countess, there are other preferred ways to quench my thirst. Alright, the Daughters of Song. I will get to that check in just a moment. Wine, music, poetry, and the wanton and frenzied indulgence of carnal fancies. These things characterize the hedonistic cult known as the Daughters of Song. Calling them an order of the faithful lends them a legitimacy they do not deserve. The daughters and sons, though they saw themselves also as daughters, celebrated Andraste's holy union with the Maker in almost every way imaginable. And it was the holy union they venerated, Andraste's life, her war, her teachings, and her sacrifice were lightly ignored. At its height, the Daughters of Song numbered in the thousands. They maintained a stronghold in the village called Virle, in the fields of Grishnine. Virle saw a yearly event during which the Daughters of Song paraded carven images of the Maker's glory through the square. The Daughters of Song were wiped out by the righteous forces of Emperor Drakon during his campaign to unite all of Orlais. When the Emperor's forces sacked the village, The daughters would not arm themselves and were either killed or captured. Their village was destroyed, and the cults never recovered. Oh my, and we have a hydrate check, so... It seems that Samuel will be the one to eagerly step forward. Why does that not surprise me? But thank you very much for the hydrate check. Oh, but look at you, chat, behaving so well for me. You seem interesting. What do you want? You're one of the Avar, aren't you?
So, you're Herald of Andraste. My kin want you dead, Lowlander, but it's not my job. No fears from me.
Why aren't you with the other Avar?
Trying to figure out this hole in the world. Never seen anything like it's like. They spit out angry spirits. Endless. What the sky's trying to tell us? I don't know.
They're caused by the breach in the sky. It was some kind of magic gone wrong.
I know that, Lowlander. I'm talking about the Lady of the Skies. Do you not know her? Can't you see the warning she writes through the bird flocks in the air?
Preposterous superstition.
Preposterous is what you wore to a bog, Elysium.
Okay, it does feel pretty good to see Vivian being called out a little bit.
I thought the Avar wanted to fight me.
Our chieftain's son wants to fight you. I'm called in when the dead pile up. Rites to the gods, mending for the bleeding, a dagger for the dying. That's what I do. I don't pick up a blade for a whelp's trophy hunt.
The other Avar kidnapped an Inquisition patrol. Are they all right?
A few were injured in the skirmish, but they were alive. Last I saw them. Someone's trained them well. They killed more of us than I thought they would.
Farewell, then.
Watch the water.
We do not recognize the bodies in the water. And I have to say, when you say it like that, you can definitely almost see, like, his thigh is about as wide as the Inquisitor's shoulders. So if you play as an elf, you really are a delicate little thing. So breakable. Alright, so we seem to be going okay, but I still would prefer us to be quite significantly stronger before we do the next plot point. But I have a feeling towards the end of the night stream we will be strong enough to see what happens next. Alright, let's close that up.
The gaps in the air.
Pretty great, huh?
Maybe you do have a god's face.
I'm good like that. But I seem to have run out of inventory space, so let's just make sure that everyone's got the best that I can give them. Let's give you something a little bit better, Vivian. And I believe we may have come to the end of this particular Pick My Voice, but thank you so very much for requesting it. I always love embodying the Countess once again, and thank you so very much for asking her to return. And thank you for the hydrate check. Rice and beans, glad you could make it tonight. Do I have any better armor for you, my dear? No, I do not, and that Avar stuff doesn't quite suit you, I think. Do I have anything better for you? Okay, yes, perfect. Amulet of the Second Wind. I sold some of it. I think I needed to sell quite a bit more, though. For you, Varric. Oh, I should probably... Actually, we've got something better. Varric, I have something especially for you. There we go. And yes, I need to actually change it up for something a little bit better. Good. And better ring for you. Varric, do I have a better belt? No. Vivian, let's get you some slightly better stuff. Actually, how's my armor looking? No, I said armor. All the rest of it is like medium armor, which I can't wear. Damn it. That's okay. Next time we go back to Haven, though, I should really sell some of this stuff. Tell him, am I the only person when I play this game who tends to go fully into how much money I can make in total before the end? For me, it's how cool I can make my character look.
Look, signs of a plague.
I'd guess that the afflicted never made it far enough to spread the disease past this bog. It's fortunate. Waterborne diseases are often painful.
Now remember, guys, careful about the water. Oh, fuck.
Disturbing the water draws them out.
Yep, I know that. And I'm an idiot. And when you do make them rise from the water, they are significantly stronger than the ones that you usually find. Which is a very scary thing indeed. God damn it, am I dead? Shit, Varric? Varric, I need you. Help. Help me. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Well, at least we're getting lots of XP for this. Okay, guys, now everyone out of the water. Yes, yes. Everyone out of the water, please. Now, thank you. Oh, shit. Yeah, I forgot to talk to the Avar Shaman guy. Yes, okay, sorry, guys. We're going back in the water. Just quickly. Just quickly.
Oh, quite a smell.
These people never had a chance.
Okay, come on, guys. Because I forgot to talk to the Avar Shaman after that lovely fight. Yeah, whenever I die in video games, I tend to be very sarcastic, unless it's like a very emotional scene. Just like, oh god damn it, am I dead again?
Aye.
Farewell, then.
Watch the water.
Okay, he had nothing else to say. That's okay. At least we've got some more XP for fighting a few more undead. But it seems Varric can level up, so let's make sure you're taken care of. Everyone else is good. Vivian, you're not looking so great, so you should heal up. And I'm just going to save here, just quickly, because I'm getting the feeling that there's going to be some spooky shenanigans.
You know, Viv, you're not bad with that staff.
You will address me as Enchanter Vivienne, Court Mage to the Empire of Orlais, or Madame de Fer, not Viv.
Oh, right, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am works as well.
Okay. I love the banter between the party. It's so good, and some of the chemistry is just amazing. Oh, Iron Bull, I love you. Okay, got another one of these. The smell. Excuse me, mother. Apologies. Mother, apologies. Okay, good. Oh. Okay, Vivian, it's okay, we've got you. They're almost done. Come on. You're gonna be okay, Viv. I know you wanted us to call you ma'am, but I'm calling you Viv for now. Okay, there we go. Vivian. Up you get. We really need more potions. That's okay. I just wanted to get here because now I think we can fast travel to this spot. Oh, Samuel, it's okay. Like, when I was first playing it, I, for some reason, always really sucked at, like, forgetting to, like, that the different classes can activate those different things, or just like, oh damn it, I don't have someone in my party with that, and now, after a bit more experience, now I have much more balanced groups. We don't have any more spots where we can set up camps in the Fallow Mire, but I think we can fast travel to these beacons. This particular Valfire runes are completely impenetrable, but staring at them brings about a mental image of some kind of plant, and the impression it is somehow important. Then it fades. Hang on, let me just check. Okay, yes, we can travel between the beacons, which is good. because that is where the stronghold is. But I might actually head back to Haven so that everyone can heal up a little bit, and maybe we can go somewhere different. Travel to location. No, we are the Herald of Andraste. I can get away with calling her Viv. And then I can free up some space in my inventory as well. Okay, my weapon is looking pretty good. Cassandra, do we have a better shield for you? Okay, you're not quite level 8 yet. Sarah, we should have a better bow for you. There we go. Dorian. Brilliant. Lightning staff for you. Blackwall. That's better. Vivian, you're good. Solace. Give you that. Varric, you're good with Bianca. Okay, armor. Cassandra, do I have better armor for you actually? Oh, that is one thing I will say is until you get to like customize the colors, some of the armor is really just not good. No. Will that actually look better on Iron Bull? Oh no, it's human only. Damn it. Varric, do I have anything better for you? Not really. God damn it, why does all my armor suck? God, some of the armor really does suck. It's not bad. I'm gonna sell
Now that we've got better maps, if you like.
some of my unneeded things. I think I'll just make a general rule of like selling the stuff that's mostly grade and that's a little on the cheaper side, or like level 1 stuff, because most of us are level 7 and 8 now, so we should be able to have slightly better things. Sell all those. Yep, I always forget to sell the valuables, but I remembered this time. Sell some of the doubled up stuff. Okay, that's a bit better. Is there anything I can buy that's useful? I don't really do the overhead view, so that's all good. So let's head back up to the war table and see if we can maybe explore some other areas of the map. Actually, what's that on my... Special shipments. I might just quickly do those because that might give me a bit of XP.
Good day.
Good day, Herald of Andraste coming through. Oh, that's right, I'm Dalish. Okay, so I've got more leveled up armor. Actually, is there any quests I can do around Haven? Ah, that's kind of a dull one. Let's just head back to the War Council and see if there's any other areas we can look around. I want to have a little bit of a chat with Solus, actually. Because I've been so busy running around, getting to know everyone, making sure we've got wonderful people for the Inquisition. How's it going, Solus?
Hello.
What do you know about the Fade?
A great deal, from my wanderings. There are few hard facts, but I can share what I have learned.
I'd like to know more about the Veil.
Circle mages call it a barrier between this world and the Fade, but according to my studies in ancient elven lore, that is a vast oversimplification. Without it, imagine if spirits entered freely. The Fade was not a place one went, but a state of nature like the wind.
It sounds like it would be wonderful.
And dangerous.
Spooky.
But yes, a world where imagination defines reality, where spirits are as common as trees or grass. Instead, spirits are strange and fearful, and the Fade is a terrifying world touched only by mages and dreamers. I am glad that I'm not alone in seeing the beauty of such a world, along with the obvious peril.
I mean, it sounds beautiful, but also dangerous as well.
I'd like to know more about the breach.
Simply put, it is a tear in the veil between this world and the Fade, allowing spirits to enter the world physically. Small tears occur naturally when magic weakens the veil, or when spirits cluster in an area that has seen many deaths. But your mark allows you to exert some control over the breach. That means it was created deliberately.
I'd like to know more about demons.
Your Dalish say the demons hate the natural world and seek to bring their chaos and destruction to the living. But such simplistic labels misconstrue their motivations, and in so doing, do all a great disservice. Spirits wish to join the living, and a demon is that wish gone wrong.
Is there a way to coexist? To live with them? If not in peace, at least without such active confrontation.
Not in the world we know today. The veil creates a barrier that makes true understanding most unlikely. But the question is a good one, and it matters that you thought to ask.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
The more you know. Actually, can we level up our potions a little bit? Should be able to do that here. Yes. I need more power for that. Regeneration potion. I need to get better at doing that. Or using those, I should say. I will say, just for clarification, with Dragon Age Inquisition, I'm fairly certain you kind of can only lock on to one character to romance. Which is kind of bittersweet in some ways, but at the same time, like, our Inquisitor has so much stuff to do, that it makes sense that she can only commit herself to one romance at a time.
We'll post soldiers a safe distance from the temple.
Our best guess at safe, anyway.
Alright, the Terran of High Ever. Commander Cullen, your honor guard was a welcome sight at the Divine's Vigil. As a measure of thanks, I'm sending Ferelden arms and equipment for your troops. Cool, cool, cool. Doing good. Any interesting areas in Orlais? Let's have a look. 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 Let's Okay, let's see if we can maybe do this one. The Chantry remains. The confrontation with Mother Havara in the Val Royo market had the desired effect, to a point. The Chantry's condemnation of the Inquisition was lost amid a flurry of speculation over the actions of Lord Seeker Lucius, as well as a divide in the opinions of the remaining Chantry clerics. There are, however, clerics still loudly denouncing the Herald of Andraste. The Inquisition could leave them to their speeches, but dealing with them before the Chantry elects a new divine could be of benefit. Alright, Josephine, a delicate hand is needed. We should focus on clerics who can be swayed, make their voices louder than those who oppose us. Liliana, these clerics were not in the Conclave for a reason. They all have secrets and weaknesses we should exploit. Cullen, we should send a contingent of Inquisition soldiers to the Grand Cathedral. They can offer protection, and their visibility will remind the clerics that they are not out of our reach. I will say Josephine, because this requires a bit of diplomacy.
Let us begin.
Like, who knows? We might get that option in Dragon Age 4, which I'm still like waiting on bated breath for, like a full trailer or like some more concept art to come out. Just like, please, we've been dying over here. It's been years. I know it's a very complicated game, and I'm happy to wait as long as needed. But please, can you just give us something? Alright, Red Jenny says, drop and grab. I can make no sense of this. The Herald found her. Perhaps she can advise? A letter from Sarah follows. For your big heads. Lord whoever says you're rubbish. His servants don't care, but good. Drop a few things for them. They'll give Josephine a surprise. I think scrolls or something. From Sarah, scribbled of heraldic symbols and directions are below. Also Sarah's name 37 times. Oh, Sarah, never change. Heraldry is of a minor house. Shall we instead see what the surprise might be? We require middlemen, secure the goods in the favour of the noble. We've no time for games. Far simpler to stop this with soldiers and find favour with the snowball. Let's wait till Josephine gets back. She seems intrigued. Okay, truth or dare, the Imperial Court, and this is a Lady Vivienne sort of quest. A letter addressed to Vivienne lies opened on the table. A note has been added to the top which reads, Josephine, darling, you should take care of this. My dearest Vivienne, you cannot have heard the shocking allegations against the Inquisition, or surely you would never have been seen with them. Allow me, as a friend, to open your eyes. People are saying that Divine Justinia is indeed alive, but that the Inquisition, her closest advisors and most trusted servants, have orchestrated all this chaos on her orders. That it was Seeker Pendergast and Sister Nightingale who sabotaged the Conclave in order to eliminate opposition within the Chantry, and cut off the heads of the Mage Rebellion and Templars in a single stroke. To save your own reputation, you must escape this acquaintance immediately. With deepest concern, Vicomtesse Eloise de Moreau. Yep, that sounds like a Josephine sort of quest. Josephine's needed a lot for these. God, she's really needed a lot of these. Because I usually measure by like how fast it can get done as the one who's the best equipped for the task. Hey, Lou Bear, how's it going? Glad you could join us. Choose successor in Leeds. Vardiva Ben Hasrath report noting the current flight. Actually, I'll wait until Josephine's back, and then I'll read that one in detail, and then we can send them on their way. Oh, this is just to get, like, a horse. We have garnered the attention of the finest armorers in the land, and they would not see our message conveyed unadorned. They offer a mount that reflects the flames of the Inquisition. It is, by all accounts, magnificent. A block letter note follows. We would send our best, and you will know when you see it. It is much at home in parade as on the battlefield. Let all who stand against you see that they stand against a force, a cause. Our skill is yours. Those are the hammer. Hell yes. The armored mount has arrived, is every bit as magnificent as promised. Hell yeah. I think I could also do one with a stag. I think I also have a stag. I just haven't selected it as my mount because I prefer to run everywhere. So, there is another region we can go to. Sister Liliana, The shards acquired by the Herald of Andraste are unlike anything I've encountered. Though ancient in origin, few have been recovered before now. The breach must have disrupted whatever ancient magic was concealing them from view. I have heard of one scroll that mentions the shards it belonged to in the Circle Tower in Markham. However, after the circles fell, the Sorrel family seized many of the valuables as compensation for donations made after their mage son was taken there. They intend to sell the scroll along with everything else at private auction. Enchanter Renaud. I hastily scroll below. Josephine, if this ancient magic is tied to the breach or can offer some advantage against it, we need to know. Can you get us into that auction? A few well-placed rumors should incite bidding wars on other items, leaving the scroll for us. I think this leads us to one of the desert regions. I haven't played this game in a while. Because I think I remember that area was mostly just sand and running around and looking for shards. So I'm probably not going to be exploring that area a lot, if at all. Because there's like other more interesting regions to look at and like lots of varied quests to explore. Sister Liliana, with thanks to our Lady Ambassador, I was able to study the scroll. The resemblance is vague. The reference is vague, but implies connection to a temple, possibly elven. I followed the lead and believe one such temple stands at an oasis in the western approach. As to what may lie within, I cannot say. Reports of the place are cut off or of pages missing. I've yet to find a reliable first-hand account. Perhaps our soldiers can provide a better one. From Enchanter Renaud. You know what? Let's just take a look. Let's take Solace, because it was mentioned that it was kind of elfy. Speaking of elfy, why don't we take Sarah? And for some muscle, let's take Cassandra. Actually, no. Yeah, let's take Cassandra. We haven't taken Cassandra with us in a while. Because yeah, I imagine we'll probably only go exploring around here for a little bit, and then we might head back and go to another region.
Come to join us at the oasis? It's actually quite the sight. It and the temple are further in.
Have you learned anything more about the temple?
Honestly, I don't like the feel of the place. No one does.
Why not?
Couldn't say. It's just a feeling.
Anything else I should know?
Not much to tell. A mining company out of Valtharis used to have an interest here, but economies change and they moved on. Strange the miners never marked the temple on their maps.
Scoutmaster Harding, I love her so much. Also, I imagine like once the mention of like bad vibes around this temple goes around, like Dorian just picks up his goblin and he's just like, oh, this sounds interesting, and he's just like chilling in one of the tents while we're doing other stuff. Level up Cassandra, Sarah, and Solus. Everyone's good. Got something for me?
This might interest you, sir.
Might be.
What is it?
Could prove useful, sir.
Where's Sarah? You need your jar of bees. Hey, Cassandra. Because yeah, I will just say, like, this region, it's mostly like about meticulously looking for like shards everywhere, and there's not so much like a distinct plot line or like a number of. There are a couple of quests, but it's more about just running everywhere. Why don't we set that as our main quest? Find the door to Solasan. And if we happen to find these shards, then whoop-de-doo. Because I remember from back when I used to play this like religiously, this area drove me just insane with frustration. Screw it. And it very much feels like a maze. But I'm curious to see if there's any interesting dialogue between this party that I've put together. Especially Sarah and Solace. I'm sure we have much to talk about. God damn it. And of course I can't fucking climb. Come on. Yeah, I won't be able to climb that. God damn it. Oh god, I hate this area. But we'll still try and find that door. But if it's something like, oh yes, and you can enter the temple by finding all of the shards. No. No, I would prefer to just focus on the main story, personally.
It's beautiful.
What are those pig things?
It is very pretty though. I have to say, this oasis is very pretty. Hello.
Who are you? Why are you following me? I'm just looking for stuff to salvage. I used to work here. I know no one needs it.
You came all the way out here to salvage old mining equipment.
Mostly, I wanted to go into this
Think of the
one
hydrate
place.
check.
Used to store stuff there. Damn thing wasn't overrun by spiders then. I put my wedding ring there. Couldn't stand the sight of the thing. But I couldn't throw it away either. Oh, it was a stupid argument. Part of me knew I'd still want that ring.
I'll leave you be.
Right. See you then.
Oh, thank you so much, Dakasa House. Safe travels, okay? And thank you so much for the host, Daniel. And Night Kaiju, this is a test. A test, is it? Is it better to have all the horses or to be on the right side of the river? The right side of the river, that's where O'Connell is, and Evie, and her foolish brother. And now I need to rewatch The Mummy a million times. Thank you. That is now what I'm probably going to do this weekend, is like rewatch The Mummy, drink whiskey, and watch The Mummy. Fuck yes. And, oh, can we make another camp here? Or do we have to go up there? Fuck. Intrinsic pool. At the center of it, the scent of water, the soft call of Tusket wading through the pool. You almost forget that outside the oasis there's simply nothing, except from a letter sent to Manon de Lac in Verchiel from her brother Leon. Can't see a door yet. The temple in this whole oasis is very pretty. I have a feeling that door there is the door to the temple, maybe? Let's just have a little bit of a look around. Like, I remember when I first saw the mummy, I was genuinely maybe a little bit too young to really appreciate it. And I do remember that even though it came out early 2000s and like the CGI wasn't like as amazing as it is nowadays, like it still freaked me out a little bit, like watching people get eaten to death by scarabs. That is genuinely like a terrifying thought, being slowly or quickly eaten to death by like just a swarm of insects. No. Oh, you poor souls. Yes, once we close this rift, though. Come on. Come on. There we go. Ooh, another bottle of Thedas. This battlefield spirit remains, golden scythe, 490, black. This battlefield spirit remains chill even in direct sunlight, which it appears to absorb. Optimal serving is by the drop. Contact with exposed flesh is discouraged, but likely inevitable. Oh, is that what happened to our poor friend here? Oh dear, dear, dear. I can see that ladder way up there, but I assume there's a way to bring it down. Maybe. Okay, now what way did we come in from? Oh. We'll take that, since you're not using it, sir. And, oh, Cassandra, can you help with that?
We can cut through here.
Yeah. Sorry, I, just seeing Cassandra just, like, break down that entire wall of wood with just, like, fucking foot. I love you, Cassandra. Just saying. Alright, where are we? Thank you for the hydrate check. Thank you, thank you. Oh god, how did we end up all the way around here? Fucking hell. Oh god, we're right back where we started. God damn it. Like, I do not have the patience for this area, and I'm not achievement hunting. So why don't we head back to... Let's go somewhere else, shall we? Let's head over to the Storm Coast. Close some more rifts. Yeah, why don't we do that? We'll go along the shoreline, we'll close some more rifts. Thank you for the stretch check, Daniel. Oh, thank you, thank you. And let's swap this party around. I love Dorian. Actually, I want to see if Dorian and Sarah have anything interesting to say. And Ironbull, because I love Ironbull. Now, Storm Coast, what can we do along here? Let's go with that, shall we? And everyone's all leveled up. Brilliant.
Can't even see the other shore. That's far.
Can we get away from the water? I'm feeling seasick already.
Sorry, Dorian, we just arrived here. I want to do a little bit of stuff before we go. You know what? At least Dorian's a bit more honest with his feelings than like Vivian, who just like pretends that everything is fine when she's walking like thigh deep through the marshes. I have to say, darling, your choice of scenery is, far from ideal. Meanwhile, Dorian's over here like, oh, sweetie, I have a hangover. Can we just not today? And knowing me, I'm just like, yeah, fuck it. Do you want to just go back and I have a lovely new collection of books that I'm happy to discuss with you over another bottle of wine? Just hanging out. Let's just drink wine and just forget about the giant hole in the sky. Because you've never done a thing wrong in your life and I love you. Good. I know those dragons really do not like me. They do not like me at all. But Sarah seems to have leveled up, so let's level you up. should be a rift over around here somewhere. There we are. Speak of the devil. Come on, almost there. There we go. Just a little bit more. A pub crawl with Varric, Sarah, and Iron Bull sounds amazing. Oh my god, yes. Thank you for saving me, Dorian. Like, could you imagine, like, Sarah would just be the most chaotic addition to a pub crawl, whereas Dorian would know all, like, these amazing speakeasies to go to. That's all, like, the most elite of circles I've never heard of before. But, you know what, I'll share its secret with you, darling. And Iron Bull is just, like, looking, like, keeping an eye out for everyone to make sure that everyone's staying safe, but also has, like, the most stamina when it comes to drinking. Why can't you guys be real? I want to drink copious amounts of alcohol with you. Alrighty, and the Inquisition has leveled up. When we go to the war table next, I might just check what level we needed to be for, or what was recommended for the next step in our journey, because I think we should be able to. Do the next one once we get to level 9, because I think it was levels 8 to 10 that were recommended. Iron Bull carries everyone, one on each arm and a third on his horns. You know what? I could absolutely imagine that. Like, he would put probably the lightest, like Sarah, just like hang her by her belt loop off of one of his horns, and you could just see like his neck and his shoulder muscles just like flexing as he just carries the other two under his arms. It's like, all right, guys, I think it's time that we called it a night. Just no, one more drink, Iron Bull. Everyone, it's 4 in the morning. Cassandra said the meeting was at 6. God damn it. Ah, spiders! No, go away, go away, go away. Go away, I do not like you. But we kind of need to get through this cavern in order to get to the other rift. Oh, fuck me. Fuck me. Do you guys see that? It's a fucking dragon. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. That's cool. Is that a dragon fighting a giant? Or an ogre or something? Hypothetically, what level is that? No! No, I did not mean to do that! Guys! No, 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 guys! Guys, get back here!
That's badass.
Wow, we can watch, yeah?
Guys, you might want to come back. Guys? Okay, it's flying away. It is flying away. It did not have the patience to deal with the Inquisition. Like, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you better run. All according to plan. Everything's fine. It wasn't like this pants-shitting terror that just ran through my entire being, just like, no, guys, we're not strong enough to fight a dragon yet. Oh, Sarah would absolutely just like go full ham of just like, if things turn real south for the party, she'd just like find a way to like jam her bow up the dragon's butt. How hypothetically strong is that giant? Actually, that giant isn't that bad. We should be able to take it. And hopefully we'll have a lovely boost of XP. Maybe. I'm just wondering. Yeah, we should be able to take it. Come on, guys. I think the dragon took a sizable chunk out of it, so... Oh, fuck. No, 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 no. Okay. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, good, good, good. Brought it down. Come on. Come on. Yes. Yes. Okay, so we didn't fight the dragon, but we did slay a giant. Hell yeah.
Finally, some humidity.
Ah, I see. Like a short distance of walking along the coast has pepped your spirits quite a bit, Dorian. Good to see. You know what? Considering what the other option was, I'll happily take that silver medal of fighting a giant instead of a dragon. I need to climb on top of this in order to reach it. So guys, back me up. You got this. God damn it, no, don't pile up on top of me. Stop it. Stop it! Amado, good question. I have not tried playing the multiplayer aspect of this game. I much prefer to play this as a single player game. Would you recommend it? Brilliant. But everyone's looking a little bit wrecked. How you guys doing? Why don't we do this one more? Oh, that's quite a ways away down there. Although there are some curious things down here. I want to see what this is. Okay, I can't seem to get through that way. That's okay. Okay, it's a cave and some other things that I can interact with. Actually, what are some other quests that we have for... We actually have quite a few things for the hinterlands. So why don't we actually go to the hinterlands and we can do a bit more running around there. Because yeah, there's more camps that we can set. So why don't we go and do that? Yes. Travel. It's not campaign multiplayer, though it's a side thing. Okay, interesting. Because I've always played this game as a single-player game. But I'm curious how multiplayer would work. Actually, why don't we stick around with you guys for a little bit longer? Because you guys are fun. Let's set that as our next thing. Just make some more camps and we'll defeat some enemies on the way. Because I actually read something on BioWare's Twitter. They put out a big announcement. Well, not a huge announcement, just kind of a general overall update sort of thing. Because there have been a few changes in different teams over the past year or so. But they still are developing the next in the Dragon Age games. And it is going to be a single player game. And I think there was some worries about it maybe being utilized as a multiplayer experience, like just because the mention of multiplayer brought this to mind. But it's looking like things are still in production, because I was really worried when I saw, okay, it's an announcement from BioWare. So either it's good news, okay news, or Dragon Age has been cancelled. And I will cry for 1,000 years.
What's this?
It's called an Astarium, which is very cool. Astariums. Regarding your inquiry regarding the so-called Astariums, it is now considered believed that these are relics from a cult that existed in the pre-Andrastian era of the Tevinter Imperium. Now, what would be considered a cult in a society that worshipped the old gods? An order of magisters who believed in the destruction of the Magisterium, the governing body of the Imperium that determined which mages are and are not given the Magister title. The members of this order wished to return to an earlier period where dreamers ruled, and evidence indicates they operated throughout Tevinter, though primarily in the frontier areas. There they would lock away their secrets, caches of treasure, and perhaps even secret meeting places, though we have no way of knowing for certain. Unlockable only through knowledge of ancient astronomy, a practice that was, we understand, rather out of fashion in the late Tevinter period. According to our investigations, each of the Astariums could point to a secret cache if one knew the 3 constellations that mapped to each device present at the site. Connect the Dwemer to the correct configuration and it would be revealed. Many of these relics were sought out by Andrastian cultists in the early Divine Age, the Order of the Fiery Promise in particular, and destroyed. Why? Because they believed the Astariums held together the Veil, and that destroying them would destroy the Veil, and thus the world. Such is the way of cults of any kind, that the true reason for what they could do never truly... Such is the way of cults of any kind that the true reason for what they do could never really be understood by modern minds. From a letter written by Magistrate Pelidanus, head of the Cordial Order, 512 Exalted. Hey, Spaghetti Depressi, how's it going? Welcome back. Okay, let's see if I can do this, because I'm pretty good at these fun little puzzles. Astariums allow you to unlock the secrets of the heavens, recreate the image of the constellation by connecting the stars without making the same line twice. Okay, so you guys can kind of see it in the lower right corner. Give me a second. I got it. Easy. Night Kaiju, would you ever be interested in playing games from the Halo series? Very good question. Me personally, while I do enjoy the occasional first-person shooter, more along the lines of, like, say, Resident Evil 7 and 8, for me, when it's in a more sci-fi or modern setting, like Halo or, say, Call of Duty, that really doesn't appeal to me as much. So, sadly, no, I just have no interest in playing games like that, unfortunately. Constellation Judex. Depicted as a downturned sword, the constellation Judex is often called the Sword of Mercy in common parlance, even though the sword image was assigned to these stars long before Andraste's time. Judex referred to the concept of justice in ancient Tevinter, and the downturned aspect of the sword indicated a guilty verdict, which in those times generally translated to execution. Obviously, with its modern meaning and use as a symbol by the Templar Order, the old interpretation is frowned upon in scholarly circles. From a study in Theodosian astronomy by Sister Oran Prachikiris.
Well, that's it. Weird.
Where does this lead?
It's some magic-y shit. In my innate, brilliant, Dalish knowledge, I call that magic-y shit. Like, it's tricky because some people think that, like, for example, in a recent case study, Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, some people say that, because there's a lot of reason why, let's just say politely, the game turned out the way that it is. Some people say that it was pressure from the community and, like, demand that the game be released sooner, or just like, where is it? When is it coming out? That it was released in the state that it was. Of course, there's like I'm sure there's like a million other stories behind the scenes. Like, game development is not easy, guys. But it's been a really long time since we've had the last Dragon Age game, and I hope that it is that when the final game does come out, it fully reflects the time and care and effort.
Excuse me, have you seen another Inquisition scout? Elven woman, answers to writs.
You said your friend hasn't reported back.
Well, she was supposed to be checking on some apostates. I'm on duty here, or I'd go look for her.
I'll talk to you later.
Okay, I'll keep an eye out for him. But that being said, I'm happy to wait as long as need be. for like the next Dragon Age game, so long as the final game itself reflects the time and effort that was put into it
set up camp, perhaps.
over the such a significant period.
Nothing to report, sir.
Alright, now where is this other camp that we can set up? Okay, it's more over this direction. So why do we travel over there? And then head down.
Nothing to report, sir.
Because in the because I've been playing quite a bit last year. God, I have to say last year because it's 2022 now. Last year I was playing quite a bit of Baldur's Gate 3. And considering that game is still early access, and it's like most of the game has not been released yet, you only get like a fraction of the story and encounters and stuff. It looks gorgeous. It is so cool, and the level of detail that you get to do in like the character design and stuff, like I'm very excited when the full game comes out because I really want to stream it.
Defense is up ahead. Somebody's ready for a fight.
But I can't begin to imagine what it's like as a game developer when like you're spending so much time and effort into developing this game, and you're seeing all the other games that are coming out before yours, and it's just like it's setting that bar steadily higher. Like, okay, this is the level of quality of games that are coming out at the moment, and this is the level of quality that people are expecting, and then you look over at yours like, okay, we need to keep working on this. Ooh. We're having none of your shit today, guys. Good. Larian have been doing really good work on that. I agree. From what I've seen so far of the game, me personally, in the time that I've been playing it, and I was playing it a lot last year, like a lot, I only ever encountered like one minor bug, and it's a huge game. And I'm very, very excited for when the full game comes out, because I feel like it's going to be one of those games where I might take a few days off of work to just play it, but at the same time, like, I want to maybe stream it as well. Salvaholder, whenever they announce a release date for 1.0 and take a vacation off time to play it. Absolutely. I love it. Like, honestly, that's one of the things that I do love about being an adult with like a full-time job that gives me vacation days, is that I could use those vacation days to do stuff like, oh, this new game came out. I just want to take like 2 days off work so I can have like a 4-day weekend so I can just play video games, because I'm an adult now with adult money and I can spend it on whatever I want. take a Friday off, cancel the stream, and go offline and enjoy the game. Either I take that Friday off and enjoy the game in my own time, or you guys just watch me slowly become more and more unhinged as I just, like, play the game for, like, a 24-hour stream. Sneaky fucks. No more faking sick to get off school. I have to admit, I am rather guilty of that. I did that a lot in high school. Mostly because I hated high school. I had a really shit time in high school. Like, the thing is, if I was going to do a longer stream, I think there would be, like, a lot of times where I would just kind of, like, run out of maybe, like, things off the top of my head to talk about. And I would just, like, fall into silence for a while so I can just, like, be quiet and enjoy the scenes and enjoy the atmosphere and stuff. So, I'm not saying that it's a guaranteed thing it's going to happen, but it's an interesting thought. Like, maybe doing a really, really long stream for, like, a very special game that I'm very excited to play. And then I just play it for, like, for hours and hours and hours. It'd be cool, like, a 24-hour stream for, like, 4 hours at a time with half-hour breaks in between. That could be interesting. Ooh, you look interesting. I remember we needed more ram meat, I think. Almost got enough. Saga of Tiretta Brightaxe, Avar Mother, 8th stanza. Tiretta Brightaxe, Avar chieftain, strong her tribe with dwarven trade. Battles brought to men and demons, one with wisdom, fire, and blade. When did Tiretta took to Hindir, dwarf prince friend, children giver. Took her freedom, Hindir glad, wished her what he could not give her. Chose a child to stand as chieftain, after all last wrongs were righted. Gifted goods of worldly want, left a tribe no more benighted. Skyward one last trek she made, to her lover, dream delivered. Raven feathered, reunited, hearts both whole, now neither aching. Oh, beautifully romantic. Sure, whatever meat is left after you detonate the ball goat. You know what? So long as I'm collecting the meat that they requested, I don't think they'll mind. Like, maybe the fire and the lightning just adds a bit more of, like, a char-grilled flavor to it.
I suppose there's worse places. That's why people stop here, yeah?
That's fair enough. There are worse places in the world, but the hinterlands are very pretty, I have to say. Honestly, going around areas like this, it makes me want to go on, like, a really long hike with some friends or something. Maybe in Switzerland or something like that. Go for a really nice long hike up in the mountains.
This might be a decent place for a spot of camping.
I love you, Dorian. To be fair, Dorian, darling, your idea of camping is coming up with a bottle of champagne and a collection of some very saucy novels from Tevinter, and just finding a pretty place to perch on, look pretty in the sunlight, and drink the rest of the afternoon away, which, of course, I am prepared for. Sounds like an excellent plan. Hmm. Hmm. Alright, there's a lot of things we can do in the hinterlands, but honestly, I wouldn't mind maybe going back to Haven
Nothing to report, sir.
and seeing what level we needed to be for that next main quest. Dorian strikes me as a glamper. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hmm. Oh, Dorian's not being lazy, darling. He's supervising. Just make sure they're just setting it up correctly. He has a very certain preference for ways that these things are done. Anything interesting? No.
You need anything here? Are things safe at Hayden?
I just want to check in with some other people just to make sure that everyone's doing okay.
Need something?
Can I ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered. Also inclined toward extravagant lies.
Are you from Ferelden? Olay?
Free marches, born and raised in Kirkwall. And despite whatever you've heard, no, Kirkwall's not that bad.
I'm not clear on your line of work. You're a merchant?
I'm a businessman. My family has a seat in the Dwarven Merchants Guild. Merchants buy and sell goods. Businessmen buy and sell stores. In my spare time, I manage a spy network, and occasionally, I write books.
Thanks, Varric.
No problem.
You are a wonderful writer, Varric. I love you, you are perfect, you can do no wrong. And I swear to fucking God, I want to be able to have some romance options with you in the next game, please. Please. Pretty please. Oh, that's it. Just like walk away. Oh wait, did this bug out on me? No. Okay, it might have bugged a little bit, but I fixed it.
Hello.
Hi. What's up? Tell me about yourself, you mysterious
I'd like to know
person.
more about you, Solus.
Why?
Do I need a reason?
Why not?
Privacy? Caution? Concern about the direction of this Inquisition once our work is done?
Then don't tell me. I wasn't asking as part of the Inquisition.
I'm sorry. With so much fear in the air. What would you know of me?
What made you start studying the Fade?
I grew up in a village to the north. There was little to interest a young man, especially one gifted with magic. But as I slept, spirits of the Fade showed me glimpses of wonders I had never imagined. I treasured my dreams. Being awake, out of the Fade, became troublesome.
Did spirits try to tempt you?
No more than a brightly colored fruit is deliberately tempting you to eat it. I learned how to defend myself from more aggressive spirits, and how to interact safely with the rest. I learned how to control my dreams with full consciousness. There was so much I wanted to explore.
I gather you didn't spend your entire life dreaming.
No. Eventually, I was unable to find new areas in the Fade.
Why?
2 reasons. First, the Fade reflects the world around it. Unless I traveled, I would never find anything new. Second, the Fade reflects and is limited by our imaginations. To find interesting areas, one must be interesting.
I wish you luck.
Thank you. In truth, I've enjoyed experiencing more of life to find more of the Fade.
How so?
You train your will to control magic and withstand possession. Your indomitable focus is an enjoyable side benefit. You have chosen a path whose steps you do not dislike because it leads to a destination you enjoy. As have I.
You like my side benefits?
Indomitable focus.
Presumably. I have yet to see it dominated. I imagine that the sight would be fascinating.
Honey, I'm a switch. You have no idea what you're getting into.
You said you'd traveled to many different places.
This world, or its memory, is reflected in the Fade. Dream in ancient ruins, and you may see a city lost to history. Some of my fondest memories were found in crumbling cities, long picked dry by treasure seekers, the best of the battlefields. Spirits press so tightly on the veil that you can slip across with but a thought.
Any place in particular?
I dreamt at Ostagar. I witnessed the brutality of the Darkspawn and the valor of the Ferelden warriors. I saw Alistair and the hero Ferelden light the signal fire, and Logain's infamous betrayal of Kaelin's forces.
I've heard the stories. It would be interesting to hear what it was really like.
That's just it. In the Fade, I see reflections created by spirits who react to the emotions of the warriors. One moment, I see heroic wardens lighting the fire, and a power-mad villain sneering as he lets King Caelin fall. The next, I see an army overwhelmed and a veteran commander refusing to let more soldiers die in a lost cause.
And you can't tell which is real?
It is the Fade. They are all real.
Thank you for the stretch check, Lunahawk, and the hydrate check, Jen. Sorry, did I catch you off guard there?
Have you always traveled and studied alone?
Not at all. I have built many lasting friendships. Spirits of wisdom, possessed of ancient knowledge, happy to share what they had seen. Spirits of purpose helped me search. Even wisps, curious and playful, would point out treasures I might have missed.
I'm impressed that you could become friends with spirits.
Anyone who can dream has the potential. Few ever try. My friends comforted me in grief and shared my joy. Yet, because they exist without form, as we understand it, the Chantry declares that spirits are not truly people. Is Cassandra defined by her cheekbones and not her faith? Varric by his chest hair and not his wit?
You have an interesting way of looking at the world, Solus.
I try. And that isn't quite an answer.
I look forward to helping you make new friends.
That should be... well...
That isn't quite an answer either. We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
And then he, like, as soon as the Inquisitor turns her back, he just, like, and she's, like, fully out of sight, he just leans over and just, like, presses his face into the snow, just, like, to cool his face down. Oh, Solus, you have no idea.
Magic exists to serve man and never to rule.
Thank you for all that you are doing to her. Mistress Lavelle, do you have a moment?
Of course, Josephine, I have all the time in the world for you. How can I help you, my dear?
Did you need something, Ambassador?
Yes. Well, not precisely, but I should like to know if anyone here has treated you unkindly, Herald, for being an elf.
If they have, they've been stealthy.
Good. Please let me know if that changes. If we're to convince the world that Andraste's herald is an elf, the Inquisition must give you its utmost support. Stories of wild Dalish elves have grown even more outrageous as people learn of you.
The humans telling those tales are the first to take a knife to someone with pointed ears. My clans defended ourselves against them more times than I can count.
Really? I had no idea. I will do what I can to end this slander, Herald. It may help if I know more about how you and your clan lived.
Alright, time to fill out my backstory a bit. I was happiest in the forest, in fields of verdant green. The ever-changing seasons.
The best part was when the Aravel, our wagons, turned from the plains to the woods. I used to spend weeks exploring the forest.
You make it sound idyllic. Haven is so far away from home. You must miss the people of your clan.
Oh, the aches that I feel for my family. Though I know they are safe, they are far from me, and I miss them so.
All my friends are there. Before I came to the Conclave, the clan was my whole world. I'd like to see them after everything is done.
I hope you get the chance. Whether you're with them or not, being the clan of the Herald of Andraste will mark them in history.
Oh, little bit of history lesson. I'm not the first famous elf.
There have been other elves close to Andraste. Shartan led an army of them in her name.
This is true. I'd forgotten. The Chantry is not fond of Shartan. Perhaps we should draw parallels. Hints that Andraste's favor has returned to an elf in our time of need. Thank you, Herald. There are some letters I should write.
Alrighty, let us have a quick look in the war room because I think by this point we should be strong enough. Honestly, Varen, everyone just keeps calling you the Herald of Andraste, no matter your race or your preference. I think over time it reflects more on the choices you have and what you say. Okay, that's more for gold. Rest stuff for crafting. More herbs. I will say Eagle-Eyed is very good for when we're out in the field and looking for stuff. That's more to do with criminal activities. I will say, Meshasay's method. A methodology, words. It's getting late. A methodology developed by an Orlesian blade master and used by chevaliers to analyze their own performance in combat. Grants a 5% increase in XP earned from killing foes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Let's go with that. Alright, what was recommended levels 8 to 11? See, I would prefer if we were at least like midway in that, so like 8 or level 9 or 10.
The best of the mages are ready, Herald. Be certain you are prepared for the assault on the breach. I cannot know how you will be affected.
Not quite yet, unfortunately. Like, I want to do the next stage, but I just want to make sure that we're a high enough level for it, so we're probably going to do a little bit more exploration first. Yep, actually, Samuel, that's a good idea. Let's go back to the Fallow Mire. And we will save those soldiers lost here. Now, let's take with us. You know, we haven't. We only took Solace a little bit. Let's take Solace, Iron Bull, and Varric. They're fine. They're fine. The soldiers will be fine. Well, just a heads up. We'll only stream for like a little bit longer, and then we'll wrap things up. We do not recognize the bodies in the water. Alright, now we're going to get into like fighting the Avar. As we head closer to their stronghold. But thankfully they seem to be falling relatively quickly. Okay, ooh, interesting. The lost city of Varandor. On the 15th day of my journey across the Deventer Imperium, our caravan reached a great rolling plain. Swaying grass hid flocks of birds so vast that when they took flight, their numbers blocked out the sun. This, our guide informed us, was the great city of Barandor, the wonder of the ancient world, famed for its fountains which were said to grant eternal youth. Legend has it that during the celebration of the winter solstice, Ghonnathan, High King of Barandor, turned away an envoy from the High Priest of Dumat. The priest called upon his god to punish Cariantus for this offense, and the dragon god of silence answered him. Months passed, the kingdom of Barandor fell silent. In distant Minrathis, the priests of Razikale dreamed of dark omens, the oracles declaring that a dire fate had befallen King Cariantus. Finally, the fearful High King of Minrathis sent a company of soldiers to Barandor. The men reported that the road which led across the northern plains ended abruptly. They walked for leagues over barren, empty rock where the kingdom of Barandor had once been, all of it swept from the face of the world by the hand of a god. Not a single stone of Barandor remains, and nothing of the once powerful city has ever been found. A secret now that can never be told. I stepped into the water. I'm sorry, guys. Oh god, no, go away. Oh wait, Ironball's down? Fuck! Where is he? Okay, up you get. There we go. Come on. At least he wasn't in the water, then you wouldn't recognize him. Very true. Very true. Oh, this is spooky. This is spooky, it's so cool. And is this the last of these beacons? I think it is. In which case I will save before activating this. I think some people have leveled up. So let's... go. We got this, guys. I think this is the last one, so it's going to probably be the toughest as well. Thank you, Solus, for bringing me back. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, fuck. Oh, we're not doing good, guys. Shit. And I do not know how to play a warrior. Oh, god damn it. Yep. That's a TPK. Oh god. And that is why I was very smart and saved before that fight. Oof. Big oof. That's the first TPK we've had in this game so far. So I call that a victory when we managed to get like 3 or 4 streams in before completely things going off the rails. Okay, let's try something a bit more aggressive. Let's give that another shot. Inquisitor, you've got this, goddammit. Oh, goddammit. Okay. Fucking hell. God damn. Okay, I might need to actually go back and level up a bit more for doing this, because holy shit. That is a lot of undead. That's a lot more undead than I was expecting. And fuck Terror Demons, I hate them so much. Fine. Fine. Maybe we'll do a slightly less intimidating quest then. Okay. Maybe instead of doing this, we can go and speak to the Avar about getting the soldiers back. That'll hopefully be a little bit less terrifying than fighting off hordes and hordes of undead and demons.
More undead!
Oh,
Too many of them! Let's get to the castle!
That is a lot of undead. And yeah, let's try to avoid them and just get to the fucking castle.
They're endless. We should head to the castle.
That's what I'm doing. Come on. Should be a way to close the drawbridge from up here. Hopefully. Come on. Okay, brilliant. A supply cache. I needed that. Yes, there we go. Varric, I need your assistance with that. Oh, god damn it. Okay, fine. We need the next level of that. Will you be playing the Mass Effect trilogy in the future? That is an interesting option. I could definitely put that up for vote if people are interested. I would say I would probably start from Mass Effect 2. And then we'll do like the catch-up comic book at the start that covers the events of Mass Effect 1. Yeah, that could be an interesting game to stream. Of course, it's no one needs to even guess on who I'll be romancing. I'm just saying. There is only one person in Mass Effect that truly holds my heart. His name is Archangel. See, guys, I knew you guys know me. You know, if I'm gonna play Mass Effect, I always have to romance Garrus. Because I love that man so much.
Herald of Andraste! Face me! I am the hand of Korth himself!
Oh, I'm looking forward to beating the shit out of you. Thank you, Solus. Oh, god damn it. Solus, save me. Please. Come on, come on, come on. Cool. Drink a fucking potion, I swear to god. God damn it! God damn. Okay, this guy might be a little bit stronger than I expected. Maybe just a little bit. Oh, fucking hell. Okay. Okay. This is fine. Oh, thank God for that. It auto-saved. Okay. Okay, yes. So, I'm going to do the smart thing this time, hopefully, and try and take out his archers first, because I am very squishy, while Iron Bull faces off mano a mano. Okay. word. Let's give this another try, shall we?
Herald of Andraste! Face me! I am the hand of Korth himself!
Good for you, mate. Okay.
Come to your death!
Fucking hell. That guy does not play around. Could you not, for like 5 seconds, just not beat the shit out of me? Please. Oh my god, okay. Okay, fine. I might need to go back and level up just a little bit. Okay. Okay, let's maybe go back to the hinterlands. And get a bit more experience, maybe. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Lots of stuff to do around there. So why don't we go down there? Yeah, they're intended to be difficult fights. My god, does he hit hard? That might be something I might even have to do after I finish the next major quest.
Report, sir.
So in the meantime, yeah, why don't we just do that? Just do some other smaller quests around here.
Goodbye!
God, why are you so vicious around killing rams? Like, we just needed some for their meat. There we go. That will at least give us a little bit more XP. Why don't we just get to this next area, and then I think I'll call it a night. It's mostly been a running around, gathering shit, setting up camp sort of night. But that's okay, because I am very, very sleepy and very tired from this week. And all of my muscles hurt. Anything interesting up here? That looks promising. Careful that I don't fall off the cliff. Let me in, please.
I believe I sense one of the artifacts of my people.
I know you. They call you the Herald of Andraste for what you did at Haven.
But are you? The Maker has not told me.
No, I'm
I
not.
am not the Herald of Andraste.
As I suspected. Stories of you mastering the rifts are just blind heresy.
No, I can seal rifts.
Then prove it. Show me that the rifts bend to your will, the will of the Maker. Show me the power you wield.
This cult? What are you doing out here? What is it you think is happening?
The Chantry has fallen, and shown its imperfection in doing so. The Chant of Light was a lie. It was arrogance to think that mortal lips could frame the Maker's will, and so we wait in silence. The Maker has opened the sky. Soon he will call his chosen back to the Golden City.
Until later.
Until the Maker brings you back to us.
Good for you.
Hey, there's a big crazy light in the sky that craps out demons. Let's worship it. That makes sense.
I love you, Iron Bull. I love you so much. Lornan's exile. Tyranon Greddon's elder son came late into the Owl's life, and there was much hope for the young man to follow in the footsteps of his successful father. Unfortunately, Lornan Guren proved to be profoundly lazy in his youth, more interested in spending his father's money rather than tending to his lands. In frustration, the Owl ordered a fort constructed in the mountains. He sent Lornan there, stating that his son could return to Redcliffe only when the bandits that lurked in the mountains had been brought to heel. Accepted history says that Lornan reformed, routed the bandits, and returned to Redcliffe a changed man. The whispers in the family, however, suggest that the man who returned to Redcliffe was in fact a soldier who bore some resemblance to Lornan and who fought well against the bandits in the mountains, while Lornan rested comfortable in his mountain keep for the remainder of his days. You shit.
Faithful will be lifted up.
Look, there are Inquisition soldiers even here. I told you we would be safe. I'm not certain. We can still return to your family's estate.
Our imperfection has rent the sky. And now only the
Oh, they're gonna be pissed when I seal that rift. So let's go seal that rift. Now this is more like it. This is more my level. God, I hate terror demons. I hate them so much. There we go, that's more like it. God damn it. Okay, fine. Okay, let's give you that. Okay, I already got some pretty good stuff. Oh, god damn it. Fine. I need to get that next upgrade that improves my inventory space.
I hear rumors about what caused the explosion that killed the Divine, my lady. We need no longer listen to you.
Hi. Hi, I sealed the rift.
Maker's tears. I was a fool to have doubted you.
Yes.
How may we serve you?
Good.
Herald of Andraste.
Let's see. Help the refugees, spread word of the Inquisition, listen and gather information. We've got Liliana for that, so spread word of the Inquisition.
Have the believers spread the word of the Inquisition.
As you say, Herald of Andraste. Some few will remain here, the rest will go forth to do your will. When the Maker calls you to your great purpose, remember that we served you.
Hell yeah. Alright, and with that, I think I'll wrap things up for tonight. Yeah, it's been mostly a kind of more chill sort of evening, mostly just running around, trying to complete quests as best I can. Because I do want to be like level 9, level 10 before we set out for the next major plot beat. I see Solace is leveled up, so let's... take care of that quickly. And yeah, next time we just like set the swamp on fire. Because fuck that swamp. Oh, but this was awesome. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I had so much fun tonight, and I hope you all did as well. But it is time to wrap things up for now. Thank you all so very much for joining me this evening as we continued with some more Dragon Age Inquisition. I have a feeling by next stream, the next time we play this together, I'll be at a stronger enough level that we can get to the next major plot beat. But in the meantime, it's really nice to just have like these more chill sort of streams where we just tick off quests one by one, just like run around sealing rifts, getting some more experience. But I had so much fun tonight, and I hope you all did as well. If you've been lurking in the shadows and you like what you've seen so far, please consider following. We would love to have you back at the Blue Rose Respite. You are welcome anytime. And be sure to check out my other socials in the chat right now, including my Twitter for important updates, my YouTube. I am almost at 25,000 subscribers. If you like ASMR, like fantasy style ASMR roleplay stories, then be sure to check that out, and my Instagram for lovely pictures. And thank you all so very much for joining me. Thank you, a huge thank you to everyone who gifted subs, who sent bits. I really appreciate it. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. And I think we shall raid the wonderful Deckard Games. Give them plenty of love from the Blue Rose Respite and from Stephanie Swan Quills. Thank you all so very much for joining me tonight. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend ahead. And remember, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and as always, stay wicked and wonderful. Good night, guys.